friends, ASMR Sports. Back at you. Hope everybody's doing well. Congratulations, by the way, to, I forget the username, but there was a comment from somebody who was getting married today on the channel, so congrats to you. Mazel tov. I'll find that comment and respond to it. But it's the best I can do from memory. These beauties here are sort of the main attraction today. This is going to be a very short video, I think, but I wanted to post something because I need to announce that I finally got a video up on Randomly Relaxing, inspired by a recent discussion about chess. So I've been playing a lot of, after kind of a losing streak at playing the computer, I decided to do some chess puzzles, which are fun little kind of like, I guess, games where you're given a, position on the board, and then you have to figure out what the best move is from there, or series of moves sometimes. So I wanted to let you know I made that video, and it's on Randomly Relaxing, my other channel, so I'll post a link in the description. Check that out. It'll be a link to the video, but if you could subscribe to that channel, that would be great. I have to get I think 1,000 subscribers in order to do something. I can't remember. It's like live streaming or monetizing or something. I don't know. There's something where I have to get 1,000 subscribers. So any help with that would be much appreciated. Today we've got a little bit of a Mailday, and then I'll get into those packs, which I want to open. So yeah, today I've got a box that arrived in the mail today. This is a purchase from a Facebook group online. And it's something I'm kind of excited about because for a long time I've really wanted to start to amass some older, like 80s hockey unopened stuff. I really don't have any. I have like a little bit of late 80s, like 89 and 90 tops and OPG, and I have, some like garbage stuff like 91 score. But I don't have any of what I would call the good stuff, which is, basically anything before 89 in hockey until today. Alright, so I should have thought this through a little bit. I didn't realize I have a bunch of peanuts here, but I'm going to go and dump these out in my collection of peanuts that I use for recycling, so bear with me one moment and I will be right back. Alright, now I'm going to go turn off that dehumidifier. Yeah, I often forget to turn that off, but now it is. Alright, so I didn't get all of the peanuts off. Got enough. 1987. Topps hockey baseball card exchange wrapped box. So this is my first 80s before 89 hockey, and as you know, if you watch this channel, I know the least about hockey of the four major sports, and that's a real detriment to collecting hockey cards. But the unopened stuff, you don't really have to know who they are. You just have to know sort of what the right price is for stuff. But the unopened stuff, for whatever reason, like, it really appeals to me. I always just feel like the boxes and the packs are just so colorful. I mean, look at this crazy blue laser looking thing. This box is a little bit beat up, unfortunately, but I just think these things are freaking beautiful. And I don't know, 87 hockey. Gonna happen. It's my fault. That was the box that just came and just fallen on the ground. But anyways, yeah, I just really love the look of unopened hockey products from Topps, and I'll probably never open this thing, but I don't know. I would love to have more of this stuff. If the sports card market crashes like everything else seems to be headed, I would definitely be picking up, some 86, 88, 85 is expensive because it has Mario Lemieux rookies. 84, 83, 82, 81 are all, somewhat reasonable. But if those were to dip, I don't know. I think hockey would be high on my list of things to stock up on. I just think it's really cool stuff to look at, and I don't know, maybe because I didn't really open much of it at all when I was a kid, it seems like kind of exciting to me. So anyways, that was one thing I wanted to show you guys. Today I went to a local sports card shop. There's really only two in town. There used to be more, but the third one closed. But I went to this card shop in town where I am, and it was actually the first time I'd been there. They've been open for a little while now, but it's kind of a ways away from where I live and do most of the activities that I do here. Have not had a chance to get out there, but I went today. It was actually really cool. The guy who owns it is a dude that, I've seen at card shows in years past, 3, 4, 5 years ago. He has actually bought some stuff from me. We have, I think, very similar taste because he has a lot of unopened stuff that's really like his specialty. And he's bought unopened stuff from me in the past, like when I've been at card shows. Yeah, the shop was really great. Tons and tons of unopened stuff from, the 80s all the way to, modern. I mean, lots of modern stuff, from 2018, 19, 20 in all the sports, and a good amount of non-sport too, which lately I'm sort of more interested than anything else. Non-sport, because a lot of non-sport unopened stuff has gone up pretty significantly in value, and sometimes that means going from $20 to $40 in value, but that's a big hike, and some of the rarer stuff has gone up as much percentage wise, and therefore much larger dollar figures. And if the store you're at hasn't really reflected that recent increase in value of unopened, then you might get some deals. In this case, they were kind of at market or maybe a little bit above, but I wasn't quite sure about prices on a lot of stuff, so I didn't really buy anything. They had a box of 1987 Topps Elf cards that I was thinking I should get, but I didn't, and I ended up looking up the price, and it was basically going for about what I'd pay at Baseball Card Exchange for a box. So that's fair. This box is just sort of a I don't know, kind of a fond of Jean-Luc Picard's character, and a lot of the characters on the show. There's the cast there. Wesley Crusher, Will Riker, Data, Counselor Troy, Captain Picard, Worf, Dr. Beverly Crusher, and oh man, what's his name? LeVar Burton is the actor, but I can't remember what. Geordie LaForge is his name. He's the engineer of the ship. So, you know, I'm quite fond of this show. I like Star Trek generally. I don't really watch everything Star Trek, but I generally enjoy everything I do watch of Star Trek. So someday I may sit down and figure out how to watch everything. So these came out in 1992, which was a little bit later. I think Star Trek Next Generation came out in like 87 or 88. So this was quite a bit afterwards that it came out. This is Impel that made this. And they've done a number of different non-sports products over the years. So anyways, I have a full case of like season 6 Star Trek TNG, but I actually had not ever seen in any place I've looked some series 1 TNG cards. So I saw this box and it was $25, and I thought, that seems kind of fun. They actually had a full case of this stuff too. Which, I don't know, I thought vaguely about making a run at, but I don't know. I'm running out of space here, so maybe I shouldn't be picking up such big quantities of stuff that I really have no way to, sell at a profit, and, would just be sitting around for 5 years, 6 years until maybe there was more interest in this early stuff, because I don't think it's like super printed. It's just there's not much interest in it, and it just takes a little bit of, spike demand for something like this to gain value. But anyways, that was one thing I wanted to show off. So at the same shop, I picked up these guys, and I took the sticker off one so I could take a picture, but these two have the price stickers on. These are 1984 Donruss wax packs, home of Don Mattingly rookies. There was also Joe Carter rookies, Dale Strawberry rookies, Ron Darling. Now, most of those guys are pretty much past their, expiration date in terms of value. These days, none of those cards are really worth anything except the Mattingly in high grade. Maybe the Strawberry in high grade if you can be lucky enough to pull a PSA 10 out of this stuff, but it's pretty hard. These cards are not well centered generally. But 84 Donruss, if you don't collect baseball cards or you don't collect kind of older baseball cards, you may not know 84 Donruss is one of the most coveted and highly valued 80s sets in baseball. I'm trying to think what would be, more valuable, but I can't really think of anything. There are sets like 83 Tops, 82 Tops, where the boxes and the packs are quite valuable. 1980 Tops is also very valuable. But in terms of Flair and Donruss, and even compared to some of those Tops products, 84 Donruss is, head and shoulders above in terms of its, rarity and desirability, and therefore price. So this stuff has always been very highly coveted. Even back in the late 80s when I collected as a child, this stuff was, the creme de la creme. And today, it is boxes of this stuff, sealed boxes that have been wrapped by Baseball Card Exchange, go for about $900. And there was a time about a year ago when those prices were, $1,500 to $2,000 for a box of this stuff wrapped by Baseball Card Exchange. So it's pretty valuable stuff. At one point I actually had an unopened box of this back when it was probably like $100 box, and I just slowly opened the packs, and it was pretty dumb to do that because the packs went up very, much in price, and the single cards, that I got out of those cards really didn't, or out of those packs. So anyways, this is really fun stuff. It's been, probably 15, 20 years since, 15 years, I guess, since I've opened any of this stuff. It would have been back probably in, let me think here. Yeah, I think it was like 2005 2005 or 6 when I last had some of this and opened it up many moons ago, back when I lived in Boston. So it is fun stuff to open. If I pulled a Mailday rookie, I'd be super psyched. I did look up I bought these without really knowing what the price was, but $15 seemed like it was probably cheaper than I would likely find these on eBay, and sure enough, these generally go for like between $15 and $25 a pack. It depends a lot on how much people trust the seller of something like this, because there's definitely a lot of these that have been tampered with. I looked at the seals on the back, as I do, and I can generally tell quite easily, particularly on Topps packs. I'm not as familiar with what the roller marks on Donruss and Fleer look like, but I can tell pretty well if something seems fishy, and these look pretty good to me. The rollers look good. It's like this big kind of thick roller, and the folds all look good. That would be tough for these to be rewrapped and have folds that look this good. So I think these are legit. They might have been banged up at some point and could have some condition issues, but I was pretty comfortable with these. And at $15, if you can get 84 Donruss packs that are legit, you should buy them. Absolutely. So let's dig in. I'm excited. $45 worth of 84 Donruss here. The thing I didn't do is look to see if you can tell who the player is, because then you can send these into PSA to get graded, and they'll put the player. This is oh man, what does that say on the right there? You can kind of see it. It's Sid. I think it says Sid. I wonder if this is a Sid Fernandez rookie. Back in the day, that would have been a sweet card. But let's see. Okay, well, corners on this front card look pretty good. Some of the back corner, or the cards in the middle, not so much. Orlando Mercado. Darrell Evans, really off-centered. There's our first-rated rookie, and it's Mike Jeffcoat. Mike Brown, the Don Mattingly, which is the most valuable card in here, very highly sought after, is not a rated rookie, even though it is a rookie card. And you can see how, this one is actually really nicely centered, Brett Butler, but generally there's a lot of centering issues in this product. Bob Warner Diamond King, Lee Lacy, Lee Tunnel, Onyx Concepcion, Juan Benitez, Junior Ortiz, and Glenn Hubbard. So, really lame pack there. No real stars. Even if we got like a, Cal Ripken or Eddie Murray or Wade Boggs, those cards really don't have much value unless they're PSA 10s, and very unlikely. Well, there's Tony Perez, Hall of Famer. Reed Nichols, Doug DeCinces, Dave Stewart, really good pitcher for the A's back in the late 80s. Enos Cabell, Alan Wiggins, really nicely centered on that one. Like that one seems like it would have a shot at a PSA 10, based on what I'm seeing right here. With the unaided eye, Dave Steeb, and our first star, very nice. And actually, this one is really nice, really nicely centered. Bottom right corner maybe is bottom right corner is a touch off, but I would probably put this in, in a card saver for maybe down the road submitting if they ever get like $15 grading again. People think that's really unlikely, but if the card market crashes and the values of like these PSA 10s base cards continue to drop, I guarantee you the price of grading is going to go down, because PSA is spending a lot of money on building capacity and, building new offices. They have a new location out in New Jersey. They need to keep the dollars rolling in, and I mean, maybe there is a model in which, I don't know, I'm feeling a little bit wacky about this particular seal, but maybe there's a model in which charging, $50 as your cheapest level is, brings in sufficient, like it brings in less grading, but, you get so much more than if you did $20 grading, on a per card basis, that it might work out. That might be the ideal price for them, but I kind of doubt it. I don't think enough people are going to send stuff in at $50 for them to make it. I think they've got to have a lower price point. There's Tony Pena and Hall of Famer Tim Raines. Take him up. Got Checklist, Tom Candiotti, Joe Price, Joey McLaughlin, Dave Concepcion. Oh man, we got some doubles here, I think. Did we get... I mean, we didn't get Juan Bonilla before, but Ron Hassian, Sid Monge. Okay, that's not the set I was looking for. Well, we pretty much got skunked. $45 there for a pretty decent looking Mike Schmidt and an average Tim Raines and a bunch of commons, but definitely a fun experience to open this product, just because, for me as an unopened wax collector, it is such a, I don't know, just such a, like a keystone of the unopened wax from the 80s, that I'm always happy to have a chance to dig in, no matter what, unless I felt like these were tampered packs, but I don't really think that's the case. I think these are just the packs that happen to have, relatively few stars in them. Back in the day, the rated rookies in here would have been worth at least something. I'm sure there were a couple of other rookies in here. Trying to think who would be a rookie. This Candiotti is probably a rookie. So he was a decent pitcher for a time there. George Bell, I think, is not a rookie, but he was a megastar for a good while there for the Blue Jays in the late 80s, second half of the 80s. So that would have been a nice card to have back in the day. What else would have been good? I'll take out Tony P. Nope. There's the rookies. Mike Brown outfield, Mike Jeffcoat. And that's it. So, there would have been some decent value back in the day. And some of these cards are the ones I pulled. But, yeah, these are fun. I would love to open a whole box of that stuff, but that would be a very expensive endeavor. Very unlikely to pay back anywhere near what you would have to pay for that box. So that seems unlikely to happen, but 3 packs I can stomach. Especially, I like to support my local card shops if I can, and they have something that seems like fun. I don't really want to pay, like above market for modern stuff, but if they have older stuff and it's competitively priced, yeah, I'm going to buy that all day long if I have any interest in it. So happy to do that. Let me do sleeve on that one. Not sure what other kind of announcements I have. Continue to hope I can find time to put together some cool new products for y'all to get on hardcardboard.com. Thinking about a few different things I've talked about quite a few times, so I won't go into those. I'm trying to see if I have a card saver handy. Yep. Here's an announcement. I've noticed that sports card supplies, like these cards. Okay, sorry for the interruption there. I was just wrapping up this video, and I had some visitors, so now I'm continuing and just putting this. Man, there's all this. Packing material leftovers. So really nice looking Mike Schmidt. Maybe not a perfect corner, but that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. Please do check out the video on the chest stuff in the description if you're interested in that, or if you're just interested in my non-sports ASMR channel called Randomly Relaxing. I'd love to have more subscribers there. So thanks, everybody. We'll catch y'all later. Bye now.